Hello my friends, this is Milan from Decorative Ceiling Tiles. Today we are going to show you how to install a beautiful decorative wall. We are going to be using faux leather panels right here, and we are going to frame them out with flat stock MDF. The wall is right here. We have already figured out the center by measuring the length, divided the value by 2, making a mark. We have striped the lines around here so we know where our starting point is going to be. And we're going to have 4 tiles white and 5 tiles going up. Now, let me show you the tools we are going to be using, and you can use 2. You don't have to use the exact tools, but this is what we are going to use. To cut the molding, we're going to use the miter saw, Hitachi miter saw. You can use this. We're going to use it to cut this molding. To install the molding, we're going to use this nail gun, pass load. Then we are going to caulk the molding, caulking, fill the nail holes. We're going to sand it. I don't have a sandpaper here handy, but we're going to sand the nail holes. It's sponge. Then when all that's finished and nice and clean, we're going to paint it with this matching paint, brown paint. To strike the lines, we have used the chalk line, right? And to glue the faux tiles, faux leather tiles, we're going to use this hot glue gun. We could probably get away with power grab, but just because this sets up so much quicker, it is probably a better option. Definitely for the ceilings, but for the wall, again, we may get away with the power grab, since we're going to have this border on the bottom, hold these tiles in place, and they are just really going to be, they're not going to fall off the wall, the pressure is going to go down, they may move if there was nothing. But we are going to install this piece that I have just cut. I'm going to install this on the bottom here. I'm going to show you how right now. So let's install the first piece on the wall. Please hold it there. And this is our center here. Here is where we're going to start installing our tiles. So we have marked a center of this molding and put it on the center that we have marked on the wall here, assuring us that we are starting at the right place. Okay. I'm on the line. Now using the pass load, I'm going to nail only this part here. And the reason is, when we go around with a picture frame, we need to close the corner here. And if this is not moving, then we're going to have a really hard time getting that joint correctly. Alright, so the safest way to figure out how long our side leg should really be is to measure out our 5 tiles together. Now, even though the tile is 15 3/4, over the 5 pieces, we are a little bit over 78 3/4. So we'll go with 78 3/4 plus, which is just 16 over 78 3/4. We're going to use this piece, which already has one side cut at 45-degree angle. Now, here, if you could go ahead and show them there, we have to be on a short piece, on the inside. Cool, yeah. See, so when you're taking the measurements, you have to be actually on the inside, inside the shorter part of the molding, because that's where the tiles are going to be. So 78 3/4 plus. Are you exactly on the edge?
I'm exactly on the edge.
Okay, so 78 3/4 plus. Right here. You know, now it's better to have somebody helping you with this. When you cut the molding like this on a miter saw, you want to make sure your molding is laying steadily on the table here. So you want to hold it really firmly, and then make sure that the blade is going to go exactly where it needs to go. So you see our cut is exactly on the line. I clean up this piece and put it in the wall. Alright, so this is my second piece here that we just cut, and one way to find out that it's 90 degrees, that's you know, that's the right angle, is that this joint is going to be exactly closed. And so I also marked where we need to be on the top. Alright, so it's time to close the corner here. Now purposely we left this loose. So we told you in the beginning of this video. So we have loose piece. We only nailed this on the top, just so that we can make sure this corner is as nice as it can be. And so once we get into position, we'll just nail it in place. The joints here, so we're going to call these joints, fill the nail holes with a filler, and you want to fill the nail holes with a filler, not with caulking, because the filler doesn't shrink. And you can set it up nicely and give it a nice coat of paint afterwards. So the caulking is for the corners, and this is going to be for the nail holes. So fill out the nail holes here with this sandable spackling, it's called. It is pink, but it dries white, I believe. Either way, we'll sand it and paint it. Now, we don't fill out the corners with this because it doesn't really expand, or doesn't allow for expanding and will crack. So we'll fill it up with caulking, because caulking allows for a little bit of expansion and contraction. That way we don't, you know, we don't have cracks in a couple of months. When you caulk anything, you want to have a bucket and with clean water and a rag handy at all times. Especially when you are doing finished work, you have to make sure you have that clean rag with you so you can clean off the excess. So you want to put the caulk inside the joint. You want to clean your fingers at all times and just clean it up, get the excess off. Because the worst thing is when you caulk something and leave the caulk on, the caulk dries, and you paint it and it looks like not a nice job. It doesn't look well. So we'll just caulk all the corners, fill out all the nail holes, and we'll sand those nail holes, and we'll paint everything brown. We have finished our frame. Now we're going to install our full leather panels inside, which you can order at decorativeceilingtiles.net. And we are going to install them with hot glue. If you have any questions about this product, installation, you can call us at 866-297-0380. First tile goes in, second tile, just keep buttoning them up, make sure that the corners are lined up. That's pretty much what you gotta do. Number 2. Now we're going to do the same thing all the way up. Alright, so the last piece goes up. And we are done, my friends. It took us about 15-20 minutes to install the panels. Look at the look. What do you think, huh?